Hey, what's up, guys? This is John from TheUndercoverBrony, and I am here with someone who has a lot of different interesting things on his channel. Tootsie4ever, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. A little tired because I had a Halloween party last night, but other than that, I'm fine.
Awesome. So, this first question I have for you, I ask everyone this because it's always such a fun question. Everyone has different stuff with it. But what is your Brony story? How did you get into the fandom?
Oh gosh. Well, back in 2011 on April Fool's Day, this YouTube channel called, I still remember the name because I still watch them to this day, is called the Sonic Paradox channel.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a series of doing like a dub of Sonic the Hedgehog. And one episode, just in the middle of it, cut to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And I thought it was like the dumbest thing ever. So I was like super mad. I unsubscribed. And then all throughout that year of 2011, all the way to like 2012, My Little Pony was just blowing up everywhere. And it was just so annoying. 2011 to 2012 was probably the most annoying year of the fandom just because it was all over the place. But I didn't start getting into it until I came home from high school one day and my internet was out. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to watch some TV. There was nothing on at that time. And when I was browsing through their guide, I found My Little Pony Friendship is Magic that was playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, let's see what all the fuss is about. I guess I'll check it out. And I watched one episode of it and I was just like, I remember going to school that day and my friends were asking what I do or on my lunch break. And I was just like, well, I watched a show called My Little Pony. And they're like, no way, you watched that too? It's like, what? No, get out of here. That's gay. And it's like, I'd be making fun of them and stuff. But then I think it was a bit later. Like every time I would come home from school, I would just watch it because it was on the time slot of right when I got home. And I would just watch every episode on TV. And I remember the first episode I watched was Feeling Peaky Keen.
Okay.
And I just remember criticizing that episode so much of how stupid it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, there's no way a horse can predict the future, blah, 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 blah.
In a show about magical talking ponies, that's the thing that gets you.
Yeah, I was like, this is so dumb. How can a tail predict the future? It's like, oh, this is so dumb. Mm-hmm. And I basically ignored it. And then, I don't know, just every other day I would start watching it. And then little did I know, back then there was only like 2 seasons. And I remember when I first started watching it, they were doing advertisements for the season 2 finale. Mm-hmm. And so it was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Because I would give everyone so much crap for liking My Little Pony because I absolutely hated it. Because I hated it just because of how annoying the Brony fandom was at that time. Mm-hmm. And that's basically my little Brony story.
Yeah, the sad part is that with any fandom, really, if it's a show that it's connected to, it's usually pretty good. But the fandom just wants to ruin it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, just because everyone would always just like, I would be looking up the video guide or probably YouTube guides and like all the comments would just be like something pony related or there was a pony in that video. I'm like, oh my God, this is so annoying. I'm done. Mm-hmm. I subscribed for a lot of people who just switched to pony, but then like probably about 5 or 6 months later is when I actually like, you know what? I'm going to start making videos over this show.
Mm-hmm. So the next question I have for you is what programs and equipment do you use for recording and editing?
It's funny. A lot of it has changed over the years because when I first started, before I actually knew how to really make videos, because I mean, I started making videos back in 2007. Mm-hmm. And so a lot has changed since then. I went from Windows Movie Maker to pretty much the program I've been using now, but I've used actually Vegas. Mm-hmm. I've used different types of Vegas, but it's always just been Vegas because everything is all in one program because I hate using Audacity and then having to render it and then putting it in Vegas. Mm-hmm. So Vegas, I just record everything in there and edit everything in Vegas. I'm probably like, now I use Vegas 19 Pro and Vegas has always been very behind or has always been behind with editing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's always just been Vegas Pro just because I like how simple and how everything is just in one program rather than having to use different types of programs.
What microphone do you use for audio?
I've been using a Blue Yeti since like I want to say like 2014-ish, but I still haven't really figured out how to use it because I don't have like a boom mic or anything. I just have like a pink Transformers thing on it, and that's it.
Yep. Hey, whatever works, you know. So your channel has a wide variety of videos, a lot of different types of videos, ranging from live action skits, a series called Brony Problems, series of pony facts about different characters, PMVs, reviews, random videos. What would you say is your favorite to produce out of all?
I don't know. Like when I first started making pony videos, I was like trying to dabble into different things. Like when I first started making pony videos, I tried making music videos where I actually sang the song, and that was like super bad. And I hope no one sees those videos. But then it was like, I want to do some live action stuff. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a Brony Problems. But I don't know. My favorite series out of all of them to like make would probably be, I don't know, probably a deep look at Friendship is Magic, which is where I go over like certain aspects of My Little Pony and kind of like go more into detail of them. Like My Little Pony live stream one, that was pretty funny because I never knew My Little Pony actually did a live stream. But yeah, it's more videos like that I really like making because the research is fun and scripting is also really fun. I just like learning about new different things about My Little Pony that I never knew before.
I think one of my favorites out of that specific series was where you talked about some unaired episodes, ones on the cutting room floor, and you are like one of the only other bronies that I've heard of that also knows about that "Nice to Meet You, Dear" episode where Rainbow Dash and Applejack were going to find this deer in the Whitetail Woods. I can't find any information about that outside of just remembering it.
A lot of it was from the My Little Pony show Bible because it was leaked, I don't know, a couple of years back. And that was one of the episodes that was cut, which I don't know why it was cut because that would have been such a cool concept to have deer in My Little Pony. Because, I mean, there are deer in My Little Pony, but they're basically, I don't know, ponies are like the only sentient creatures. It's like deer are just kept as pets, which I find kind of weird because they're all hoofed creatures. So it's just like,
Yeah, I think they did try and remedy that sort of with The Sounds of Silence in a way.
They might have, but I remember like a few remnants of that episode were reused for the Buffalo episode.
Okay.
Which that was kind of odd because I'd much rather prefer deer because we barely saw any Buffalo characters in the show after that episode.
Yeah, the only thing I can remember is just a little snippets here and there, and that was it. Little Strong Art, you will be missed.
Oh, man, I can't believe they never revisited her, because I really liked her.
I did too. So my next question for you is, do you have any fun stories from making any of these videos? There's any fun stuff?
No disrespect to anyone who actually likes these videos, but I try to ignore any video that I made from 2012 all the way to like 2018. Just because all those videos I wasn't in the right mindset just because I didn't focus on my life at all. And so it was all about making pony videos at that point. And it wasn't until like after that was when I actually got like a better job and all that. But I don't know. There's like so many different videos that I made that I honestly can't really say, but I would have to say that one of my favorite videos to make was, and I'm not really sure how many people are actually going to really enjoy this, but it's the Thorax comic dub video 2, because I did dabble around with some comic dubs battles only because I was told for like the longest time that I sound like Thorax. And so I was like, okay, let's just try to put that to use. And I remember asking my friends like, hey, would you want to voice act in this video? And they said, yeah. And so we would record it in Discord, like their audio in Discord, because most of them didn't know how to use like audio recording programs. So I just downloaded a Discord thing and recorded all their voices. But it was so much fun to make those videos just because I could hang out with, or I could actually talk with my other friends. I prefer videos that are kind of, I don't call them collabs, but they're more of just like, I don't even know how to describe it, like group videos. They're so much more fun to make because everyone has their own different perspective of how things should be done.
Yeah, those comic dub videos are really interesting. I mean, yeah, they are right. You do have a very similar sounding voice, Thorax, so it makes it all the better.
The comic dub videos were fun to make, but I probably won't do any more just because I don't like comic dubs at all.
Mm-hmm.
But they get a lot of views, and I hate that so much because I'd much rather make a video that that takes a lot of effort rather than a video that's just me like, "Hey guy," or "Hi Amber." I don't know. I'm sorry, that was a horrible impression.
Well, I'll say the only channels that I've seen that puts any actual effort into comic dubs would have to be Scribbler, but that's because their whole shtick is that, along with fan fiction readings, so it works out for them.
I prefer like animation, which comic dubs that are animated, I do like that, but I also kind of dislike them a little bit just because sometimes the original artist who they got the inspiration from don't get like any credit at all.
Mm-hmm. So my next question for you is, you have stated in your videos multiple times that you are good friends with Little Shy FIM. How did you two meet?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember because he was actually one of the first Brony friends I ever known when I first started joining My Little Pony. Mm-hmm. Because before I started making pony videos, I don't even think he's going to remember this anymore because I feel bad because I don't talk to him that much anymore. Before I started making pony videos, I was always watching this guy called Storm XF3.
Okay.
And this is before he started getting big with like the live action videos. Mm-hmm. And he only had like 10K subscribers. I only had like 400 at that time. And I was always trying to get him to get Skype, well, back in the day. And when he finally got Skype, we talked. And I remember he dragged me into a call with Little Shy. Mm-hmm. And me and Storm would just start talking. And then me and Little Shy, I don't know, we kept talking because Little Shy was telling me, I don't know, some type of video he was making. It was back when he was doing PMV before he started getting big with the Everything Wrong With. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I think I just started messaging him every day because I told him a video I was working on and he was like, "Oh, you should do this." And he just kept giving me some like ideas that I could do with it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like after we first met at BronyCon 2013, I don't know, I think that's when we actually started becoming like, I don't know, good friends with each other. Mm-hmm. Because I do remember he asked me, "What do you think of this idea?" It's like a parody of Cinema Sins. Mm-hmm. I don't know who Cinema Sins was. And he showed me the video before he posted it. And he was like, I remember he really did not want to upload it because he didn't know how people were going to react to it. Mm-hmm. And I just told him, "This is like one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. You should definitely post it." Mm-hmm. And that's basically how it went from there.
So my next question for you is kind of going back to those comic dubs. You've also mentioned that Thorax is your favorite character in Friendship is Magic. Why is that?
Honestly, it's probably because of how he acts. Because he has to be a leader, but yet he's more pacifist on everything he does. Mm-hmm. Like after he took over the Changeling Hive, I saw the episode where he was kind of like, he didn't really want to be like a dictator or anything like Chrysalis mm-hmm. was, so Ember had to help him out. Mm-hmm. But I like him a lot because I relate to him so much. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I really liked how he was like a changeling. People complain about the newer changeling design as like, oh, they look like Fruity Gate-Ear. And it's like, I don't really mind that. I thought it was like a really cool design. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, I don't know, I started impersonating him a bunch. It was like, "I can feel the love inside of me slipping away." Because that was like the dumbest line I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I just really loved Thorax just because of, he went from like, I don't know, he's basically scared, but he had to become a ruler. Mm-hmm. He was just thrown into that position, and I kind of like that about him. He's like really cool, and I relate to him too much.
What about your favorite character from the new movie?
Oh, I'm going through like a G5 like phase right now where I'm just loving everything about G5, but mm-hmm. definitely going to be Sunny.
Okay.
Sunny Star Scout is amazing, and I love her. Zippa is probably my second favorite character, just because I like her design. A lot of people thought she was just going to be like the Rainbow Dash clone, but no, she's more of like, she is adventurous and athletic, but she's also more of like a smarty scientist, mm-hmm. which I didn't even know that, because in that scene where the only moments of her personality of her being like a scientist is like that chalkboard behind her. Mm-hmm. That's like the only romance you see, but I like Zip. She's very adorable. I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm. So my next question for you is, that as with anyone that has made My Little Pony videos especially, there's always those one or two videos that you just really regret making. Are there any videos that you regret?
Yes and no, but a lot of the videos that I do regret making, I think are unlisted now, but because I'm really hoping they won't come back to bite me in the butt later. Because there was one video that I kind of do regret making, but I also don't because of how much it changed me, was the video Too Much Pony. I kind of regret that one a little bit, only because back in 2016, a guy by the name of Leafy is Here, who had like 2 million subscribers, made a video roasting that video. And of course, everyone flown to my channel and kind of basically, it was just constant flame, all hell through 2016 because of that video. And most of the time I do think about, maybe I should have, like, if I would have never made that video, there were so many things that I wouldn't have learned. So I'm kind of glad that happened, but I also regret it. I don't know. This is like that's like the only video I regret, and it's still on my channel. And I was thinking maybe the 10-year anniversary, I'll just remake that video because it is a very, very cringy old video. But yeah, that's like the only video I kind of regret / don't regret.
So my last question for you is, do you have any shout outs you would like to give?
Not really sure. I don't really have much to really say other than thank you so much for everything. I appreciate it. And I don't know. Hope you guys having a great day. And I don't know. That's about all I can say.
Yep. So thank you so much for coming on. This is a blast to do. A lot of fun. So without further ado, that's it from me, John.
I'm Tootsie4ever, and thank you for watching.
Peace out, Dragon.